Okay, this is pretty cool. So I'm just gonna try to teach a quick lesson like this. I'll move this slide, I guess. Yeah, there we go. All right. So yo, I'm a kind of teach us like, do you know how people say how time time heals? Well, let me actually show you. Like, let me actually show you a chart about how time heals, right? So I'm gonna use myself as an example. Not real stories, fake stories, of course, but it's going to help you get the premise of this. So imagine this is like 18, 18-year-old me, right? And I turn 25. So what I'm going to explain is how you fracture yourself through time, like through points of time, and in order to heal yourself, you need to like go back and pick it up, like get those parts of time and put yourself together, right? So let's just say at 18, let's just say at 20, let's just say I took a break year, 19, right? 19. Took a break year from school. A lot of things happened. A lot of things happened there. And let's just say 20, 21, or 20. I wanted to go to a specific college, whatever. And that kind of like, let's just say I wanted to go to across the world to go to a specific college, and they didn't accept me. You know what I mean? Or I didn't get in, or it didn't go according to plan, right? That will hurt me. So half, like, not half, but some part of me will be left back in like this little bubble. There you go, it's better. Some part of me will be left back here 19 when I took that break year, because that was probably the most relaxing year, and that you were probably gonna go back to that because you like, that's the best year that I had maybe. And then now let's just say you're in this year, and let's just say, let's go back to this. Let's just say you're at age what, 20, I'm at age 22, and let's just say uh you just have a couple losses in your life, like family members and everything. That's another part where you're fractured, right? So now let's just go uh 23, bad breakup. That's another, that'll be another point where you're oh, my bad. I'm supposed to be using this one. That's another point where you're fractured in time, right? And so let's just say when you get to 25 now, we're here, and now when it's time to kind of like put yourself like uh kind of put yourself together in that sense, it's very hard, or it's like you don't have the same emotions you probably had when you were 23, 22, 20, or 19. That's because you literally like left part of your soul back in time. And so the best, like, for you to be, let's just say this is you now trying to be whole, but it's only going to be that big because of the quantities of yourself that you left back. So now what you have to do, this is like where time heals, right? You go back, you repair it, because you have to understand why that happened at the age of 23. Go back to understand why that happens at the age of 22. Go back. You have to understand why that thing happened at the age of 20. Go back. You have to understand why the thing at the age of 19 happened. Go back. And then when you go back enough, it might even like, you can find a pinpoint of when things started to go wrong. You know what I mean? Or you can, like, not things started to go wrong, but like, trace your steps back enough. So as you trace your steps, you gain parts. It's like literally, because it's funny, because Harry Potter kind of touched on this, where you kind of make Horcruxes, but you can make Horcruxes, emotional Horcruxes, where you leave like a piece of yourself fractured through time. And so now when you're at the age of this, it's like virtually impossible for you to kind of get it together, or like react or kind of blend into society nowadays, like, So that's kind of what people mean by when time heals like all wounds, like, because time actually does heal, because you go back, you see the missteps that were taken on you, or the missteps you actually did, that were the things you could have like helped assist, maybe, like, string along. So like, but hope you guys like this. Let me know if you guys like this format, because I kind of like this, because now I can actually visually kind of explain what kind of goes on in my head a little bit, and I can do some more kind of more teaching too, because I got kind of word of the day. like, oh, I'll have a word of the day that I can post, or word of the week, and I'll just break down what that word like means a lot. And it's kind of every everyday words we use. But this is kind of something I just want to do on the side, just because like I got school and everything going on here, but still kind of want to build a spiritual presence online, or spiritual community online, but also kind of help people as I pick up like tricks and things that I kind of use to kind of help myself. But also this can be to anyone who's kind of in this state, kind of lost a bit, you don't know where to start. You can literally make a literal like graph like this. Like maybe not this messy, but you guys will be better at that. Like, cause I just have a few things going on in mine too much, but you guys can make it better and see actually see where things go and according to your life too. So, thank you. Catch you guys next time. Bye.